For the past month, I've been covered in upchucked breast milk, and my normal speaking voice is slowly being replaced by my cutesy dada voice. And that's because my second kid was born. As you can imagine, this has left no time for actually working on my horror game, and even as I record this, I'm still not sure where exactly I'm gonna find the time. So, in the interest of giving you anything to watch, I thought I'd make a quick mini devlog quickly going over the current state of the game's development and, importantly, what else is left to be done. But before I get rolling on that, friendly reminder to wishlist my game, What Hides in Dreams, on Steam, and also check out the demo if you haven't already. And you know, speaking of the demo, that's not a bad place to start. So up until my child's birth, I had been trying to patch the game roughly once a month, and I generally made good on that. Those of you who have watched a few of my devlogs before will recall that my demo launched with some issues, and after releasing version DE 1.0.3, I feel pretty confident that most of the major problems have been ironed out. As a result, I'm thinking I'm going to scale back patches and focus more on creating the game's remaining content. Now, this isn't to say I won't update the demo ever again, but things are at least in a place that I'm happy with, so I'm okay with shifting my focus. Of course, now that I've said that, watch as somebody figures out how to, I don't know, suddenly make the monster breakdance. As for the more general state of What Hides in Dreams, the content currently in the game includes the 3 levels seen in the demo, as well as a castle dungeon thing, a prison, and a library. And as of now, I am finishing some things up in a new level to at least get it playable from start to end, though the level is still in need of decoration and proper lighting. Right now, visually speaking, this new level is just walls and floor and some very basic props. If I had opted to make a Backrooms-inspired game, that would be perfect, but alas, I decided to make my environments a little more detailed. Prettying this level up will probably come later on though, because the truth is I've been chipping away at this level for a while now, and this samey environment is starting to drive me a bit mad. Kinda like Backrooms now that I think about it. Maybe I should pivot. So altogether, that's 6, almost 7 levels in a playable state, and if we look at the level selection map, you can see that there are 8 doors which lead to levels. So the game is nearly finished, right? Oh, wouldn't that be nice? No, actually I'm not being totally truthful about this level count. There's actually going to be more content than the 8 doors implies, though if it's alright with you, I'd like to keep the details of that content close to the chest. But to give you a small idea of what lies ahead for me, there's at least going to be a final level which takes the results from your previous levels into account to give you an appropriate finale, among some other fun surprises. Still, nearly 7 levels is not insignificant, until you realize something else. Some of those 6 levels I mentioned earlier are not actually done. See, I only said they were in the game. I said nothing about what state they were in. Now, of course, the old house, office, and museum levels are finished because, well, the demo has them, and I wasn't about to put unfinished levels in a demo. I might be crazy enough to have 2 children, but I'm not that crazy. As for the other levels, I'm pretty confident in the dungeon level, though like everything else, it is in need of some polish. The prison and library have a bit more work to do, the prison especially. I've looked at that level again recently after taking a long break from it, and I'm not really loving it. The setting and atmosphere is mostly there, but the progression leaves a lot to be desired. So I'm thinking it's time to fix the design issues and redo parts of the level. Fortunately, the library doesn't have nearly as much work. I mostly just need to fix more issues with the monster and it should be there. Probably. To summarize, that's a smattering of levels that still need from the ground up creation, alongside some adjustments and fixes for a couple others. Never mind all the bug fixing and polishing that comes at the end of all that. So, still a lot to do. In light of having 2 children in my care now, I have been giving some thought to all levels up and coming, and considering how I can simplify or streamline them. Heck, even this level I'm making now has gone through a few radical changes as I was making it. So, perhaps it would be wise to look ahead and see if I can spare myself some trouble while ultimately making the game better. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Gotta go now, baby is waking up. Here's your end of video reminder to wishlist What Hides in Dreams if it looks interesting to you. Your simple click of the green button gives me the energy I need to face the horrors of poopy diapers and being awoken at 4 AM because the baby really needs to fart. Okay, see you next devlog, bye!